This was in Toronto. Delta plane completely flips upside down, skids on the runway. Everyone is safe. Everyone's accounted for. Upside down, and that still happens. We're live on 93.3 FLZ. If the vehicle you're in right now flips upside down, are you going to be okay? Are you wearing your seatbelt? I hope that this is just a reminder that maybe you should click it before you even start your car. Now, I'm fully aware that there are people who do not do that. Ashley, do you wear your seatbelt?
I wear my seatbelt all the time, and I force my passenger to wear the seatbelt as well.
Terry, I know you're taking phones right now. Everyone could call in at 800-409-9393, but do you wear your seatbelt?
Yes, I do.
Thank God. You drive crazy. You're like me. Terry and I are racing everywhere when we drive. Do you wear your seatbelt? You drive like a snail, Jess.
It's going to be really bad for me to say, but it depends on the distance. If it's less than 10 minutes, if it's like right around the corner, just going to 7-Eleven.
That's where most car accidents happen, right around the corner.
I'm not wearing my seatbelt when that happens.
Dad, please wear your seatbelt.
All right. I wear my seatbelt everywhere but one place. And I should. I wear it on the flights. I wear it when I'm in the driver's seat. I wear it when I'm in the passenger seat. I do not wear it when I'm in the back, and that is something that I should change. Mm-hmm. Fully aware of it. I know that there are a lot of kids that listen to us right now. Love you. Appreciate you. Tell your friends that they got to listen as well. But also, I hope that you do wear your seatbelt. I hope that you're in the back of mom's car right now. You're in the back of dad's car, grandma's, whoever it may be. Wear your seatbelt. It's smart to do. For some reason, I don't think about it. It's like I'm sitting on a couch.
When you're getting into an Uber, are you not?
Nope.
That's the first thing that I do because I'm like, I don't know how this person drives.
I get germophobia. I don't want to put my
I get lipophobia.
Hand on the seat.
You get lipophobia?
I want to live. I want to live. Nah, come on. Yeah, I put the seatbelt on all times.
Corey, you don't wear a seatbelt.
Nope.
You're dangerous.
Yeah,
What's your problem?
I know. Well, okay, so I'm going to be honest. Like a couple years ago, I was watching something online, and this article popped up about this family who was going to their wedding, and their daughter was in their limousine, and she got decapitated because of wearing a seatbelt. And ever since then, I'm like, that's not the way I want to go.
Oh, okay.
When you
right.
put it like that,
No,
I do think sometimes. No. I do. There are thoughts in my head when I'm wearing a seatbelt, and it goes across your neck. And I'm like, oh, my God, this thing could really slice my neck.
Oh, yeah. If I'm an Uber driver and a passenger sitting right behind me, I'm terrified that if something happens, they could easily just wrap the seatbelt around your neck and then...
Is it safe to wear a seatbelt? I just Googled it. I just Googled it because maybe it's not. Maybe we're wrong.
Maybe the government is just telling us
this. All right, this is what Google says.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
This is what it says. Wearing a seatbelt is the most effective way to prevent an injury or death in crashes for adults and older children. Wear a seatbelt. That's what it says.
Wear a seatbelt.
Joe, you don't wear yours.
No, I never do. I actually keep it buckled behind me. And if I see a cop, I'll pull the shoulder part over to make it look like I have it on.
But why are you not wearing a seatbelt? It's there for a reason to protect you.
All right, here we go. I got you, Joe. This is what I got right now. Ready? Is it safe to wear a seatbelt under your arm and behind your back? No.
Really?
That's what it says. No.
I don't
Shocker.
put it behind my back. I leave it buckled all the time. Like when I get out, it's still buckled.
Joe, I'm thinking, I love you.
Just because I don't want to hear this ding, ding, ding all the time about it.
True. It's the worst, but I need you in my life.
Saving you.
Put it on for me. Pedro, do you wear your seatbelt?
Yes, I of course wear my seatbelt. I don't know if you guys remember like those safety videos back in the day with the crash test dummies.
Oh, yeah.
So look, that's the reason why you should wear your seatbelt. I'm going to tell you exactly why. So basically back in the day, I want to say I was around maybe in 4th or 5th grade. Straight on I-4, we were going on a field trip. This car in front of us doesn't use a turn signal. We literally hit the car in front of us, and the kid, basically, I want to say 2 seats in front of me, flew up forward, hit his head on the floor, got a concussion, broke his arm, and now he has like a spinal injury that he basically can't really walk right.
That guy turned into Stephen Hawking. That was Pedro went to school with Stephen Hawking. No, that's what happened.
I
Right,
should have
Pedro?
worn my seatbelt.
I should have put on my seatbelt.
I hate when y'all do that.
Always wear
It's
your
so
seatbelt.
funny.
I don't care if, it's uncomfortable, if it makes a little ding noise in your car. Just put it on the right way because, like I said, you never know what can happen.
You
Even
never
if you're
know.
going like 5-10 miles, it can cause an injury. Just be smart about it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell him, Pedro.
Put on your seatbelt.
Now I live the rest of my life on a computer.
That's not fun.
And going to strip clubs in Tampa. I love the Odyssey.
Lindsay, why don't you wear a seatbelt?
So I stopped wearing a seatbelt. Gosh, my daughter is going to be 7. When I was pregnant, because I was so uncomfortable, which I know is a lame excuse. But that's basically when I stopped. And then a few years ago, there was a car accident with a local girl here that had her seatbelt on, and she was halfway unconscious. The car flipped upside down, and she had the seatbelt on, but the car caught on fire. And she got stuck in the seatbelt because
scary.
She wasn't capable of unbuckling.
So basically,
I had that fear in the back of my head, and then I also think, okay, I'm going over a bridge, like the Skyway Bridge or something. What if I just fly off and I got my seatbelt on, like this? I might overthink it, and then I think, okay, when you get hit in water, you can't unbuckle.
I think of that too. I'm not gonna lie, I think of that with you. But also, maybe I don't know why this is making me think of it, but do we need to come up with a better seatbelt? Because people are feeling like
what do you mean a better seatbelt?
Like, is there like the cushion? Maybe it doesn't need to be as sharp because they are kind of thin and like.
My great papa had a seatbelt in his car. He had one of the older cars where you'd sit down and the seatbelt would go.
Yeah, the road bag.
Those are comfortable. Maybe it's that.
Maybe you need I don't know.
Or like the racing ones where they strap them across the middle. I think
those are cool. Make it look cool. Although those look like you're in a car seat. I'm sure some people would be like, I don't look like I'm in a car seat. Yeah. Brittany, go ahead. Are you putting on your seatbelt? I'm talking about this because seeing the plane flip, the Delta flight in Toronto made me go, thank God everyone had their seatbelt on because it flips upside down. Everyone survived. Brittany, would you have survived? Would you have been okay? Would you have been safe? Do you wear your seatbelt on a plane? Are you wearing it in the car?
So I do if my kids are in the car, but after I got into a bad accident about 17 years ago, a paramedic told me and a firefighter said if I would have been wearing my seatbelt, there's a very good chance that I could have been severely injured because I ended up on the floorboard. And like you guys were saying about the bridge, so if I go over a bridge like every day I go over the Bayside, if I'm, if there's a lot of traffic, I typically take my seatbelt off because, like the one caller said, if you're underwater, you can't get your seatbelt off.
Right.
So I know it's contradictory because at the end of the day, the seatbelt might save you, but like she said, I might be overthinking it, but
we all are.
I need to be able to get out.
Yeah. We all overthink it when it comes, especially driving over bridges. I feel like everyone drives at least over 1 or 2 bridges living in the Tampa Bay area. So we all think we're going to fall into the water and need to take our seatbelt off and have our window rolled down. But
yeah,
I don't know if Joe wants to look it up or I can. What is it I'm looking for? Like, do you think you could fall into the water? Like,
what do you want me to? I've been having fun Googling today. What would you like me to Google?
What's the percentage of someone actually driving and falling into the water?
What is the percentage of
driving off a bridge?
Someone driving off of a bridge. I've got one of those cool
I'm
tools
more worried about getting into an accident. There's a lot of crazy people in Florida that can't drive. And
less than 1%.
See? So we just wear your seatbelt. You're not going to fall into the water, guys.
Yes. Yeah. Seriously. Oh my God.
My luck, I'm that less than 1%.
Yeah. Brittany, we got to make sure that everyone is safe. And I think I'm happy that the less than 1% calls in and shares that story so that there's even less people where that happens to them.
Please put on your seatbelt. This is a public service announcement from The Joe Show.
Wow. Look at that, Stephen Hawking. He's dead, right?
Oh, yeah. He's
even
dead.
from the grave.
Yeah, but did you hear what they did with his brain? They put it into AI. There's a long lingering rumor that was on Reddit several months ago that said they basically took and captured Stephen Hawking's brain and put it into artificial intelligence.
Is that so?
Really?
That's what I've heard.
That's a lie, Jeb. Shut up. Jeb is an idiot. Joe is so sexy. Set 93.3 FLZ as preset number 1 on our free iHeartRadio app.